He's literally me!
I love Lego more than I love my wife and kids, who are slowly losing my affection due to them not being made out of small plastic bricks. I own some super cool Lego sets, I've been to Lego conventions, been to Legoland a few times. My brain might as well be a 2x2 pink brick by now. And Lego has transcended from more than plastic bricks over the last 30 years, crossing into the worlds of TV, video games, and other forms of media. But the biggest success they've had in recent history, by far, was the Lego Movie, which is 10 years old now. Warner Brothers released the Lego Movie in February 2014 to critical success and a big box office, almost $500 million. It was in the same year that Lego officially became the biggest toy company in the world, something I believe wouldn't have happened as quickly without the movie. In 2017, 2 spin-off films released: the Lego Batman movie, which grossed a slightly smaller amount but reached very similar levels of praise, and the Lego Ninjago movie, which didn't do very well, a critical and financial failure. And in 2019, we got the last installment of the series, the Lego Movie 2, the second part. I found the movie to be a lot of fun, though not quite as tight as the original. It's still a worthy successor in my eyes. Unfortunately, the box office didn't reflect that. Critics generally liked it, but the writing was unfortunately on the wall. A year later, Warner Brothers sold the rights to future Lego movies to Universal, who have done nothing. They've done nothing. 4 years, no Lego. So today, I dare to ask a question of the future of Lego movies. What comes next? Okay, let's just get this clear from the start. This is not happening. Warner Brothers, as far as I can tell, still own the rights to the 4 Lego movies they produced. But without the rights to make new Lego content, that only gets them as far as re-releases. Universal could probably make a 3rd Lego movie to cap off Emma and Lucy's story, but there are a couple of issues. First off is the one my mind goes to first. What's left to tell? Unlike the Lego Movie, which had some really funny sequel setup, the Lego Movie 2 ends on a more closed note. The city of Apocalypseburg and the Sistar system have united and everyone is getting along. No Duplo aliens, and unless I'm really coping, I can't see them suddenly introducing Bionicle as the next big threat to battle. Did you know that we almost got Takanuva in the Lego Movie 2? We were robbed. I tell you, we were robbed. So as a story, there's not much reason to go back. I mean, it's certainly not impossible to make a sequel. Not every sequel ever made comes from teasers and end tags like they do now, so it's possible Universal could be interested. But the biggest thing stopping a sequel happening is a certain vain, pointy-eared, caped crusader, Batman. Batman might as well be Warner Brothers' poster boy now. Forget Bugs Bunny, forget even Superman. No Warner Brother character has the notoriety and fame and preferential treatment as Batman does, and his presence in 75% of the Lego Movie series is a problem. The story of the main movies doesn't revolve around him entirely, but his place in the ensemble, as well as his much bigger role in the Lego Movie 2, makes simply cutting him out tricky. It's like taking the funny guy out of a sitcom. Sure, it can work, but it won't be the same. The final nail in the coffin for this particular series is the decrease in box office returns. Where the original Lego Movie made nearly $500 million, further down the line, the Lego Movie 2 couldn't even make half of that. So in the eyes of Universal, why should they make a sequel? To the studios, the only thing that talks is money. So it doesn't matter if a creative team has a really good story, it won't get very far. So the Lego Movie 3 is, unfortunately, out.
Oh man.
Biopics are all the rage these days. Whether you're a singer, inventor, death, or a Game Boy cartridge, you can get a biopic about anything right now. So why not one about Lego and its inventor, Ole Kurt Christensen? Lego has always been open about their history, fully embracing every part of it. Before they made Lego bricks like we know them, they made wooden toys. They've even made Lego sets of their wooden duck, which technically makes it a plastic wooden duck, which technically makes my head hurt thinking about the logistics, which is a technical foul. In 2012, the Lego Group released a 20-minute animated short film about their history. It's very charming and it's very sincere, even if it can be really clunky in places.
But at least now it can't get much worse.
But it did get worse. Shortly after, Ole lost his wife.
This short is really good as a gateway to learning Lego history, but I can totally see Universal riding the biopic wave with anything they can get their mitts on. I mean, their most critically successful movie of last year was a 3-hour biopic about Oppenheimer, and that raked it in. But is the idea too niche? I don't know, I don't think so. To bring back Oppenheimer, that was a film that initially seemed like it would appeal to a very small scope of people. I guess it's mostly about who's behind it that brings the audiences in. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head who could helm the LEGO biopic. Probably a director who can handle the spectrum of going from quite somber to really fun and energetic in a snap.
It will be a land made out of Lego. Legoland!
Warner Brothers wasn't afraid to flaunt their IP with a whole LEGO movie. And what's worse than Warner Brothers flaunting their IP at every chance they get? Universal milking every IP every chance they get. They absolutely will look at the LEGO Batman movie and say, hey, we can do that! We can do that loads! LEGO and Universal have collaborated in the past on DVD releases and streaming shows, and LEGO has made their fair share of sets based on Universal properties. Notably, there's Jurassic World, Back to the Future, Trolls, and Minions. The only one I can see them not Legofying is Trolls. It's certainly a popular series, but not quite popular enough to get a LEGO movie. LEGO and Jurassic World have already gotten along on many ventures outside of the LEGO sets, including a 13-episode series on Netflix, LEGO Jurassic World: Legend of Isla Nublar. I didn't watch it, but it exists. Universal loves using Jurassic World more than anything. I mean, did you see how much money they made? Even the bad one made $1 billion, so why not one more movie? Just make it LEGO. And hey, what's a film without a sequel? And you can't just do a duology nowadays. The people demand a trilogy, or they demand heads to roll. So LEGO Jurassic World would be my first guess of a Universal IP LEGO movie. It would also bring back Chris Pratt as the lead, which is funny. But you know what's also massively profitable for Universal? Minions. The first time I saw an announcement for LEGO Minion sets, I felt some weird pit in my stomach. Something had shifted in the world. Regardless, the sets were released in 2020 for the Minions sequel release, but something happened that year that caused the movie to be delayed by 2 years, so LEGO Minions sets kinda rotted on shelves. But the fact that LEGO Minions exists in some form is probably enough for some Universal executive to say,
yes, movie them right now.
Universal milks the Minions to an ungodly level, maybe more than they do to Jurassic World. The only reason I say LEGO Minions movie is less likely than a LEGO Jurassic World movie is because Despicable Me is still getting movies for some reason. Hi, this is Noah in the editing room. It's the day after I just recorded that line, and Universal just announced this. Just absolutely impeccable timing. And then there's Back to the Future, the series I consider the top of my list of movie franchises to never touch again. LEGO has dipped their toe into this series a bit, starting with a LEGO Idea set, then as part of the LEGO Dimensions video game. This is a side note, I haven't played this game, but I will eternally love it for giving me LEGO Portal 2. Thank you, LEGO Dimensions. But unlike Minions and Jurassic World, Universal treats Back to the Future as a legacy franchise, meaning they get by with just the 3 films made. Never a reboot or remake has hit screens, so I think it would be safe to say a LEGO movie wouldn't quite be the 1.21 gigawatts of electricity they'd need to revive the series. Just make do with LEGO Dimensions. They had GLaDOS meeting the Doctor in that. They made that specifically for me.
Okay, where's this AI you need repairing?
Here, I have a morality core which needs uninstalling.
Nice try.
With how much I've talked about them, you'd think that the LEGO movie series are the only films made about LEGO, but that is not the case. The first ever LEGO-related movie released in 2003, and it was about one of their most infamous themes, Bionicle. Bionicle Mask of Light was a straight-to-DVD animated movie based on the then 2-year-old theme of Bionicle, buildable action figures that were a colossal success for LEGO. I love Bionicle, especially the first 2 years of the theme, which this movie is based on. The film is fine, and it even spawned 2 prequels and a sort of sequel, sort of not movie. What this shows is that LEGO is, or at least was, willing to make full films based on one of their themes. Since the Bionicle quadrilogy? There's only been one full film based on an original LEGO theme, being the LEGO Ninjago movie. So I propose, why not do it again? Not Ninjago again, but more so a theme that's a bit more timeless, that won't be dated in the years to come. How about the old 70s and 80s Legoland sets? They incorporated 4 main concepts into that one theme, including town, castle, pirates, and the most popular by far, space. These themes are ones that have stood the test of time, with some of them getting modern remakes for both the generation that enjoyed the originals and the new generation looking to explore that time gone by. These sets clearly still resonate with people, so making them the main focus of a new LEGO film franchise makes sense to me. Or why not delve deeper into one of those themes in particular? Back then, LEGO themes would have sub-themes under their umbrella that could continue the story, with sub-sub-themes even getting sequels like Blacktron getting Blacktron 2 and Space Police getting Space Police 2. They were intended to be different factions in some of the themes. For example, Space had Classic Space, Blacktron, Mtron, and Space Police. A movie about an intergalactic conflict between those guys could be really interesting. They could call it the Star Wars. Damn it, it's already taken! Outside of those classic themes, some themes have come pre-packed with named characters. The LEGO Adventurers theme has the most famous non-Ninjago, non-Bionicle, original LEGO character of all, Johnny Thunder. He's an Indiana Jones type, a globe-trotting adventurer seeking artifacts and treasures. He gained notoriety in the LEGO space, even appearing in the LEGO movie. He's not directly called back too much nowadays, outside of a modern rendition in a LEGO collectible minifigure, and a few Easter eggs to his theme in various sets. But that's a character ripe for centering a film on. His adventuring nature puts him in prime position for a fun adventure movie to find an artifact or a magic stone or something. Other themes like Power Miners, Atlantis, and even LEGO City have characters that have an archetype personality, but not much is set in stone. Intentionally done for kids to put their imagination to use in coming up with their personalities, but also makes them perfect to adapt for a film. They're a blank slate, you can do more or less whatever you want with them. I can't imagine them adapting a theme with a pre-existing storyline. Rebooting it for new audiences would push away older fans, and maintaining the old continuity would alienate new audiences. So more modern story-heavy themes like Legends of Chima, Nexo Knights, Monkey Kid, and Dreams wouldn't make for a good movie adaptation.
Hey!
So in between the last Bionicle movie and the first The Lego Movie, there was one other Lego related film. Lego, The Adventures of Clutch Powers. I won't lie to you, it's not great. It's really badly written, and at times it's weirdly sexist. It was about an original character called Clutch Powers, named after the little tubes inside of Lego bricks. I promise you, I'm not kidding. He's an Indiana Jones type, a globe-trotting adventurer seeking artifacts and treasures. Wait, is he just Johnny Thunder too? Clutch Powers was a story that involved him and his crew going to fight an evil wizard who also has something to do with the disappearance of Clutch's father. They travel to all the playsets you could buy around the time of release, including Power Miners, Castle, and City, and I don't think very highly of this movie because it just feels like an advert. The Lego Movie felt like someone had a great original story to tell using Lego as the heart of it. Clutch Powers is an advert you have to go and buy on DVD. But what I'm getting at with this is that LEGO quite likes using original characters to lead their feature films, minus Batman and Lloyd Garmadon.
Lloyd?
The next protagonist could be a classic space astronaut, it could be a famous racer, it could be nearly anything, as long as it's not a pre-existing character from a theme they already have. Essentially, it's the other side of the coin from the previous segment of the video. But the two primary protagonists we've had for LEGO movies so far, Clutch Powers and Emmett, leave a bit of a predicament. How do you characterize a new lead?
The name's Rex. Rex Dangervest. Galaxy defending archaeologist. Cowboy. Raptor trainer who likes building furniture, busting heads, and having chiseled features previously hidden under baby fat.
The confident hero archetype would make them seem too similar to Clutch, but the unintentional hero would veer too close to Emmett. The way I see it, go for something in the middle. A hero who starts out small but willingly goes on an adventure and develops themselves, playing an active role in their own story. Just maybe don't give them the classic smiley face.
His face is so generic it matches every other face in our database.
This is what I think the future of the LEGO movies look like, and the one Universal will most likely take, because it's also the one that they can keep the most control of. No having to abide by real-world history or sticking close to characters that already exist. This can be their plastic baby that they can build however they want. They could stick the Universal logo on its torso for all they care. As long as they have it, they can do whatever they want with it. Unless something gets announced in the next 50 seconds, I don't think we're going to be seeing LEGO on the big screen again for a while.
Oh no! Anyway,
I don't see it as a bad thing, really. To be honest, I think it would be really difficult to top the LEGO Movie. And unless they're going to give me the LEGO Space Movie I sit and yearn for at the windowsill every evening, I'm perfectly content not knowing immediately what the next LEGO film outing is. I'm happy to wait, and until the day comes where we get an announcement, I'll keep enjoying the movies we got. Take your time, Universal. Make it good. And don't make it Minions. So those are just some options of what Universal could do with the LEGO Movie rights. I hope you enjoyed the video, and now that it's all over, I can partake in one of these. I thought I quit years ago. It's a filthy habit, but old habits die hard, what can I say? Oh. No! So yeah, the day I finished making this video, Universal decided to once again foil my plans by announcing Piece by Piece, a biopic about musician Pharrell Williams told entirely through LEGO. I absolutely did not expect to say that exact sequence of words, but here we are. The only info out about it right now is the poster, the release date, and the briefest of synopses. So my thoughts at the minute are, why Lego? Like, seriously, I am baffled why this movie is being done through the Lego medium. Well, my biggest guess is that Universal realised that the deal they signed with Lego only lasted for 5 years, and given that it was signed in 2020, they're not going to have the rights to them much longer. Paying for the rights to make Lego movies, only to then do nothing with them, is a massive waste of money on Universal's end. So maybe this is an act of desperation? Like, it looks to me like they're saying, we don't really know what to do with Lego, so here's this. Focus Features, a Universal studio that's making the movie, put out a statement saying that Pharrell approached director Morgan Neville about making a movie about his life using Lego 5 years ago. But that timeline doesn't quite add up to me, unless he wanted to go to Warner Brothers to make it before the rights were signed over. I don't know if this is how I'd personally like Lego to be reintroduced into film. Does using it as a medium benefit the life story of Pharrell Williams? I'm not really sure. I would have rather gone for something original as opposed to yet another musician biopic. It feels like the last 6 years have been overstuffed with them, with only a handful of them hitting the mark for me. But I'm not going to judge before it comes out. We'll just have to wait and see. And thank God it's not Lego Minions.